I think it's going. I'm pretty hyped for it. I'm really hyped about what's we gonna announce to you guys. Okay, I'm creating the game. Ooh, Mr. Avi! Mr. Avi is on the channel. I'm waiting for Mr. Avi to come back. I hope that BSL will bring him additional energy to get back and play a StarCraft like a real hero. BSL. Super goes to zero, bringing World War players back. Okay guys, Showmatch is ready, the players are in the game, Sziky versus TerrOr, Super Ghost 2 players are joining the game, so let's get into it. On the bottom right location of Vermeer, as a red Protoss, red Zerg, excuse me. Red Zerg directly from Hungary. This is Mr. Sziky. His opponent as a blue Terran player, the Peruvian King. We are having Mr. TerrOr, who is using his secret nickname, which he created for another tournament I'm running right now with the cooperation with TerrOr. And I chose a little bit different maps there, so I'm pretty sure that BSL16 map pool is much better than map pool of BSL Surprise Tournament. So I hope that guys you will appreciate the map pool for BSL16, but his nickname is great. I really like it. And guys, if you haven't seen, the Shield Battery is organizing the show matches, 2 versus 2 show matches for the active players. So check it out. Go check it out. Ooh, Mr. Artosis is in the chat and he is getting his voice in the chat ready. I'm pretty sure that he prepared some special tactics for Bonnie. So we will see it just after this best of 5. So better go to toilet now, because later you will have no chance of having a break. Nice micro from Sziky. Shooting the SCV twice already. TerrOr is going for the wall-in, but this is pretty weird, the wall-in, because usually as a Terran you can place your barracks here and second supply here, and this is a tight wall, right? But maybe this way he wanted to have a gap, and with the scouting SCV, if he would see that this is, for example, 9 pool, he would just relocate the barracks and have a tight wall. So it will be a relatively quick expansion from TerrOr. And pretty fast there. I would say that this is a meta nowadays, to play two hatchery gas. Pretty fast gas from nice maps 0. This SCV is trying to get a scouting, so TerrOr still don't know whether it's 2 hatch or 3 hatch. Now he will confirm that this is a 2-hatch layer. At least he confirmed the layer, because if he wouldn't see the layer, it could be possible that it's link speed. However, with this wall in, I would feel pretty safe as TerrOr. Second SCV on the way. The good players are always sending the scouting SCV. They are always trying to check what the opponent is doing. You can't play blindly, so I'm really respecting that.
Yo, big announcement, boy. I see some casters in chat. Do you?
Yo, Mr. Piano. Yes, I can see some casters in the chat, but casters are saving their voices for the actual BSL, and they told me that I should learn some English and cast and learn some English, because when I'm casting and when I'm producing, when I'm talking to them from the background, they don't understand a thing. So they said, man, you should talk a little bit so you will have a little bit experience. So they give me this task of casting this event, especially for you guys. If you will see what we prepared for you guys and how many cast days we have, you will understand why casters need to save the voice. Very fast expansion from Sziky. I know that I don't have a real English accent, which is... I'm having a lot of feedback about it, but I think I can get rid of it simply by casting. Re-Raxes incoming, however Sziky is already building mutas. That's a beautiful timing of the scan, because he knows when the mutas started, so he will know when to start the turrets. And Sziky is one of the best micro zergs in the entire community, in the entire world. So I'm really happy that we have Turnate 16 low, because I know that this is not Turnate 24 low, but at least Turnate 16 low is acceptable. Like, if you are playing like Turnate 12 extra high, it's really hard to do anything. Oh, he killed SCV through the supply. I don't see that too often. Getting rid of this turret is huge. So Sziky is showing some incredible skills to us. Great timing. So he already eliminated 3 SCVs, 1 with the 4 links and 2 with the mutas. Great micro from Sziky. He's already having the 3rd base, adding the 4th hatchery, now producing a lot of mutas. He's applying a lot of pressure on TerrOr. However, you probably know that the best defense is attack as a Terran, so that's why Terrans are usually moving out with the Marines to the middle of the map, because first of all, they can abuse the ramps, the high grounds, the edges of the map, because on the middle of the map they need to simply fight against the Marines in the open ground, which is much better for the Marines. And the second advantage of it is that Zerg needs to have an eye on the Marines, so he can't simply go and harass the main base of Terran. And as you can see, he had a second to harass, but now he needs to get back just to stop those Marines. So the best attack is defense. The best yes, the best attack is defense. 200 IQ. Plus 1 weapon will be down around 8 minutes. Great micro from Sziky. He's already mining in the 3rd base. Queen's Nest is on the way. 4 hatcheries. He doesn't have too many drones, so Sziky invested a lot into those mutas. Sometimes Zergs are building like 7 mutas just to fly around, just to shark around, just to be scary, and they are rebuilding their economy. However, now we are having huge investment into the Mutalisks. However, he already built a couple drones in the third base, and he got rid of the pretty large amount of Marines. But TerrOr is doing good job by being aggressive. But we can see that the supplies are relatively even, and with those links, I think Sziky will be able to eliminate those Marines. Plus one weapon is already done for the for both players, for Mutas and for Marines, but Sziky is doing great job eliminating most of the bio army. You can see second part of the Terran sandwich arrived, but it didn't connect it with the butter, so the medics already died. Double starport on the way from TerrOr, the Peruvian king. TerrOr is from Peru. But there is also a TerrOr from Korea. Only 2 medics, so they will be out of the energy very quickly. So what TerrOr wants to do, he wants to survive until Science Vessel, because then the Mutas will have a hard time like sharking around, because one Irradiate can weaken them all. But one more team and those Marines will have a hard time fighting. Nice target firing from TerrOr. He get rid of the 4 Mutas for now. However, he will lose this bio force. But he's doing good job reinforcing, so the macro from TerrOr is really great. And if you haven't watched it, guys, we had 8 open qualifications for this additional event I'm organizing, and TerrOr and Sziky played in the finals of those qualifications. Sziky won 3-2, but after amazing matches, so that's why I wanted to repeat of this Showmatch, because I believe those two guys are really good match to play against each other. We can see that Scan already landed in the natural, so he sees that the lurkers are on the way. Already the Filer mount from Sziky, he already saturated the third base and the natural, so the economy from Sziky is really good. So this fourth hatchery really gave him additional larvas he needed to build those great drones, those badly needed drones. We can see also Mr. Models coming back. I'm very happy. Mr. Starlover, our biggest Patreon, with the $100 amount support. Mr. Starlover, aka Starlover, yeah, Starlover. Let's not say it because they might kill us for it. We have huge attack from TerrOr. That's very nice aggression from Sziky. Getting rid of one of the dropships is always good, because dropship, like, I'm a Zerg player myself, and I tend to have the biggest problem with defending drops. So, but Sziky will catch this drop very quickly. So that's a huge win for the Zerg, for our Hungarian prince. One. But Sziky is not giving a break to TerrOr main base. Constant harassment. Those lurkers are not borrowed. And they are not borrowed one on top of each other, so 2 irradiates can help dealing with this defense. Beautiful micro from Sziky. However, now he's losing a couple of mutas. But TerrOr is doing good job fighting back. However, I don't think he expects what's coming to his natural. now because Sziky is doing a good job getting all the army of TerrOr to the main base, and at the same time he's having a vessel, he's having the fighter with 200 energy on top of the main base and natural of TerrOr, and he's already having lurkers and links. The links have +1 card, so very good upgrades for the Zerg. Sziky is playing a beautiful game right now. I'm very impressed by how good he's playing. He killed the command center. That's pretty big loss for the Terran, and it's very hard to come back with after that big loss. You can see that Sziky added 2 extra macro hatcheries. Nice play over here. Look at that. This is only 13 minutes of a game, and we already have Swarm. We had constant harassment from the Mutalisks. There was no break for TerrOr. Carpace, the Ultra is covering, is on the way. Plenty of links. This Marine might deal with this Lurker. 2-1 upgrades, so this is a good moment for TerrOr because he has upgrade advantage. That's why those Marines are trading so well against those links. Nice micro from TerrOr. He eliminated a lot of the links, so that was a good move to move those units from the top right location to cut the reinforcements from Sziky. Maybe that will give him a little bit of breathing room. He needs to rebuild the command center. He still has some cash left to do it. One upgrades. Is he upgrading with 2 evolution chambers? 2 engineering base? 2 engineering base. That's nice. That's a lot of fire bats, so the Ultralisks will be very needed. But the fact that Sziky is already securing the 4th base is probably the ugliest thing in the world for the Terrans, because it's very hard to stop the Zerg on the 4 bases. 4 gases, being precise. But this is pretty powerful aggression from TerrOr. Last one Carbase. There is no swarm yet here. Nice snipe. A lot of irradiates. And we need to remember that those are still fire bats which can deal damage under the swarm. The defiler is still alive. More defilers from Sziky. I think he transferred a little bit too many drones. Great plague on the fire bats, so all of them will go down. At the same time, I'm expecting Sziky to build some Ultralisks because he has no more gas left. Maybe he actually spent it on the defilers and scourges, and he will start building them soon. +2 Carpace is already done. Those vessels are pretty wounded. Those 3 mutas are there. Sziky might use it to try to kill those vessels with the bouncing shots, with the boomerangs. Oh, Firebats versus Lynx. That's never good, but that was a nice attempt of plaguing the army. But now when the Ultralisks arrive, it will be much easier to fight this marine army straight on. Or straight up, I don't know how to say it, but you know what I mean, guys, right? Beautiful plague. TerrOr is macroing from 6 barracks, but it's still impressive that he was able to get back to this game after losing the natural command center. He's macroing very nicely. This irradiate will eliminate this this Ultralisk. Those vessels probably will be repaired. It's good to repair them at least a little bit, so one shot of the mutas will not kill them. We will see the drop. I don't know. I don't think it was scouted by Sziky. However, there are a lot of Ultralisks and links to defend it. But I don't think he sees it, right? Now he might, but that's a nice attempt. Beautiful drop by TerrOr. Now Sziky eliminated this dropship at the same time. A lot of vessels are irradiating those. He will get rid of this Ultra Risk, right? No. Two good upgrades. Beautiful play again. So TerrOr is playing magnificent game, especially knowing that how much he lost at the beginning and the early stage. The fact that he lost the natural and lost so many marines earlier, and now is still being so aggressive, still having the control in the map, is amazing. However, now Sziky is double expanding. And now this is the scariest moment for the. This is the scariest moment for the Terran, because Zerg will start building Ultra Risk from 4 extractors, which means that there will be a lot of them. And Sziky still have 1400 gas, so this is 7 Ultra Risks. He's probably waiting for 3-1 upgrade, because now Terran has already 3-2, so the Marines are trading very well against the Lynx without the Swarm. Beautiful play! Ooh, play good! Constant production. Probably the battle cruisers will come right now. Let's see at the amount of money which will be missing from TerrOr. However, now he's microing with those marines. He's trying to save the medics at least. There is 4 more vessels left, but this army of marines will be cleared. The Lynx already have +1 on weapon upgrades, so they are dealing so much more damage with each individual shot. Sziky securing 3 o'clock and taking 12 o'clock position, so that's very bold, but he knows that this is the moment where he will start regaining control in the map, that with the amount of gas he has, with the amount of ultras that he is able to produce, he will be able to push TerrOr, stay at home. How many games Terrans will win today? I don't know, it's still possible that 6. I will go with 5. Okay, TerrOr will eliminate this expansion. Oh, this is a... I don't think this is a bad manner drone, right? If he would build hatchery here, it would be bad manner, but... this drone is here just to harass the SCVs. We 3 marines are dealing plenty of damage to those even pretty well upgraded Lynx, but the Steam Marine is a pretty powerful unit. This is the hardest... like, because back in the days, there was a strat... like, usually Terrans were playing 2 fact into like, I don't know, 4 or 5 barracks, and that was the easier style to play, because it's easier to spend money to build tanks and to move tanks around, and playing this SKT Terran style was the harder style, but it was known to be better, and we can see that nowadays, after so many years, this is a meta, this is how Terrans are playing, because the game is evolving, the game is not staying, the meta is not the same as it was earlier, so So that's pretty impressive that Terrans are able to keep up with this SK Terran style. Because this is so hard to produce so many Marines, to move them around. This is hard to control it, and also irradiates and build battlecruisers and all of that. However, building battlecruiser is not the hardest part, but this is a beautiful maneuver from TerrOr. He might be able to get rid of those important buildings of Sziky. So many links are dying. Sziky is bleeding out. At the same time, we have a counter-attack from Sziky. But there are some vessels to help the Marines survive. Finally, the filer arrived, but he will be able to snipe the Spire, I think, at least. Beautiful micro from TerrOr. TerrOr is BSL Season 11 champion. He won in the finals against Bonnie. 4-3, I think. 4-2, so he is a real champ, really goes to Terran. Those Marines have so many kills, 8, 7, 9. Finally Sziky getting rid of it, but he's not having spawning pool, he's just rebuilding the Ultra Cavern. So he can't build links, he has plenty of gas but he can't spend it. The good part for Sziky is that TerrOr is mining only from one base. Now finally securing the second one. Spawning pool just started, so there will be some breathing room for TerrOr right now. He will have additional time to stabilize this base, to move out. He has plenty of gas, so he can produce so many vessels. Those double dropships. There are a couple more Scourges left for Sziky, but after killing the Spire, it's much easier to maneuver with the dropships. You can see that Sziky is trying to eliminate this base. He knows that his biggest chance to win this game is just by starving out TerrOr, and he's simply doing it, so he's trying to do it. Oh, he killed the vessel! Bad manner, Terran. Oh, that was a rebellion. We are having a huge drop. Sziky get rid of the most of the bio, but TerrOr is macroing like crazy. He's still sending a couple more Marines to save those poor SCVs. At the same time, TerrOr eliminated the base. The Lurkers don't have upgrades, so the Marines are pretty powerful, and beautiful evacuation, just like in StarCraft 2 players are doing. TerrOr family owns internet company in Peru. Yeah, that's why you have Turnate 16 low. There are no other Peruvian player that has it. Again, this Ultra Cavern is eliminated, so that's incredible pressure. Sziky is still mining from this base at 12 o'clock. This is very important base for him. However, now TerrOr with two bases, that's pretty impressive. I was saying it couple times, but I will say it even more times. It's impressive that TerrOr is still in this game after losing the early natural command center. He still have a couple more vessels, so he will be able to irradiate those ultralisks, but it's not too good to irradiate the ultralisks when they are fighting Marines, because the splash from the irradiate is dealing so much damage to the Marines. And now he started firing this one ultra, but we can see that +5 car pace is so strong. And it looks like this base from TerrOr, he will be cutted out from this income, and this is a very important base from him to keep alive. You can see how much damage the irradiated ultra is dealing. That's why TerrOr didn't want to irradiate it earlier. We will see a plague probably here. Those mutas are here waiting for their chance to shine, for their moment to shine. Hero Hero Firebad. Those Ultras are trying to kill the command center, but they will not be able to do it. 116 to 111 supplies. The Ultra Cavern is being rebuilt. TerrOr is mined out here. There are still some Marines in the main base of Sziky. Difficult game by those two gentlemen for the beginning of the second show match. Sziky is trying to be more cost effective with his attacks, and he's doing a good job. He's seen that there are not too many firebads, so it's possible to do crazy things with the swarm and links. He still didn't rebuild the spire, so he doesn't have possibility to build scourges. This is probably ready point. Still have some drones in the natural, so when Sziky will start mining from this 3 o'clock base, it will be great for him to... He will have a huge income, it will be great for him, and he is already expanding on the top left. Mr. Bonnie on the chat. Oh, this is a lot of Ultra risk. However, this is pretty powerful Bio Army, but it looks like the Bio Army might get crushed here. However, TerrOr is microing very nicely. He target fired. Oh, but now this get crashed, and it looks like Sziky is getting back to have advantage in this game. But after like very stable beginning from Sziky, TerrOr showed us why he is the Peruvian king. Oh, the firebats are killed, so he probably will be able to eliminate this base. This is a great drop from TerrOr. He is still not giving up. He understands that Sziky might be mined out in the 4th and 3rd base, which is here and here relatively soon. So if he will not allow Sziky to take additional bases, he will be in relatively good position. He is also thinking about expanding on the top left, but Sziky is already getting ready for this base as well. So I wonder where is the supply of Sziky, because he has 130 supply, but maybe he has Ultras in production. Free to upgrade slings, but SCV is also having +3 car pace. You can see plenty of bio coming around. Still a lot of vessels. Beautiful Plague and Swarm from Sziky. He will be able to deal with the most of this army. I don't believe the Firebats will be able to fight against those Ultras under the Swarm. And we have GG from Nice Map Zero, aka TerrOr, 1-0 for Sziky. Very good game from those gentlemen. Nice job, guys. Good game. Very nice game. 1-0 for Mr. Sziky, but in like 30 minutes I thought that it's over, and then TerrOr fought back for another 15 minutes. That's really amazing. So nicely done. Let's see what will be the map pick from our Peruvian Terran. Let me just update the scores. Have 1-0 for Sziky. Ooh, we have over 500 people in the chat. Welcome, guys. Don't go anywhere because after the show matches, we're gonna have the huge announcement. If you think you already seen the best tournaments for the foreigners, just hold my beer and I will show you that you didn't.
Cheers, BSL.
Ooh, Mr. Starlover, thank you for additional support. Mr. Starlover is the biggest Patreon of BSL. He is supporting BSL and me personally with $100 a month. So this additional support is something which I didn't expect. So huge thanks to Mr. Starlover. And I can encourage you all guys to join the Patreon of BSL. I'm taking care of the StarCraft full time, so that's pretty important nowadays. To get to the goal where I will not have to go back to the work and leave BSL. The next map is going to be Power Bond. Mr. TerrOr needs to go to the toilet, so that's pretty neat. I understand it. Everyone needs to go to the toilet once in a while. And probably he's expecting some longer game, right? If he's having the approach like that. I would like to thank you all guys, and thanks to the players thank you guys for watching, but thanks to the players for playing in this event. All of them. Like, those are amazing players. Artosis is definitely the star of our community, so that really means a lot to me that he wants to play in the show match organized by me and BSL. So this is a huge support from him as well as from other players. I'm very hyped for it. But oh, Mr. Sziky will go to the toilet as well, so they are both getting ready. We have Mr. Demian, who is creating the Liquidpedia, who created the Liquidpedia for many BSL events. What is going to win, Aatrax or Purple, Mr. Dada? I think Aatrax, right? Okay. Looks like we are ready, guys. So let's get this party started again. The second match between Sziky and TerrOr starts now. Top right location of Power Bond, we are having the Peruvian King, Mr. TerrOr, and his opponent on the 6 o'clock position. We are having the Hungarian Prince, Sziky. The Power Bond is the map which we already used in previous BSL. I don't remember in which one. I feel like maybe in BSL 8 or BSL 9. But we had really good games over here, and I was lacking a good 3-player map. And I wanted this BSL map pool to be as good as possible. I was thinking for a while about it. And I hope that you like it, that you will like it. I will be able to show and tell you about everything about it after the show matches, when the big announcement will happen, but I feel like this map is pretty cool. And I wasn't playing on it for a while, but it has a huge potential in my opinion. So let's see what the players will prepare for us over here. First thing that we need to mention about Powerbond, that there are 10 mineral fields in the main base. This one has 700, I think 50 or 40 minerals. So so this is 10 mineral fields in the main base and 7 in the natural. So it's 1 extra. Usually it's 9 to 7. Here is 10 to 7. The map which has bigger amount of mineral fields is Longinus, which has 10 in the main base and 8 in the natural, and that's why the Protoss players were so strong over there, because usually they were able to produce so many units from 2 bases. I mean, Protoss versus Zerg. I don't know about Protoss versus Terran, because I feel like Terrans were strong on the Longinus as well. I know that Nyoken likes this map as a Terran, so I think that needs to be pretty good for this race. We can see the same beginning from... You can see the same beginning from Sziky. Also from TerrOr, I feel like. Okay, so this time this is different, because last game he went for the relatively quick Vespin Geyser for the fast gas, but this time he's going for double racks, which will mean that he will try to apply a little bit more pressure. And going for this double racks also makes you less vulnerable for any kind of early link aggression, because you simply have more Marines to deal with it. I think Miku was the one who... I think he was the one who was building these double racks very often. He was constantly building Marines, and I remember some of the Zergs made so many links and wanted to make a timing against him with it, and he simply dealt with it with the pure amount of Marines, not even a STV pool. Relatively fast academy, so maybe TerrOr will want, to rely this game on the timing of the attack before the mutas, because we can see that he will have possibility to move out with the Marines and Medic before the mutas will be out. So probably that's what he wants to do, but he needs to be careful, because there are so many links coming from Sziky, and there are a lot of Marines, but this is 12 links already, so if Sziky will go now, it should be enough to surround those Marines, and this is a hard situation for TerrOr. He wasn't ready for it. And I was saying a lot about how powerful double racks is, because it's less vulnerable for this kind of move. And Zero just get busted. GG from TerrOr, and we have 2-0 for Sziky. Congratulations. Very nice timing, very good game from our Hungarian Zerg player. That means that we have 2-0 score. The map pick is now for Mr. TerrOr again. Let's represent BSL as I should. the map chosen by Mr. TerrOr is Nemesis. Oh, it wasn't overpull. That was 12 hatch and into relatively fast layer and pull, and he went for the layer and fast speed, and instead of building drones he built 12 links, and that's a nice timing. But guys, we are ready to jump into the second game on Nemesis, into the third game actually on Nemesis, TerrOr versus Sziky. Let's get into it. So, on the top left location of Nemesis, we are having Super Gosu Terran from Peru, TerrOr, and his opponent as a Blue Zerg from Hungary. We are having Mr. Sziky from Hungary. Hungary is the disease I'm sick since the beginning of my life. I can eat all the time, so I have Hungary. I remember last game I casted between them on this map was when TerrOr played this build order which he did. If you guys been watching BSL, I don't remember which season it was, but we had a third place match, I think, between Avilov and TerrOr. The score was 2-2, and the last game was Old Gold Rush, and TerrOr built this, made this build order where he built 8 Raxes and made crazy amount of Marines and was applying so much pressure with it that that it wasn't possible to defend. He did it against Avilov. It looked so good for Avi, but eventually the number of Marines was too big. The 1-1 upgraded huge amount of Marines was huge. Very powerful, and he also did it against Sziky, I think like 2 weeks ago, and it worked as well. So I'm looking forward what he will show to us in this game. This is early spawning pool, and TerrOr is going for command center first. I mean, I think it's possible to make a tight wall in if you will place the barracks here and supply here, but... ¿Por qué, TerrOr? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué command center first? Ooh, Mr. Revolution Beer, super Gosu caster. Thank you, man. Also BSL Patreon for $50 a month, so huge supporter of BSL. Nice micro from TerrOr, but the links from Sziky, but the links are already going towards TerrOr, so I'm afraid he will have a hard time defending this aggression. Like, this is so tight wall that he might be able to repair the supplies, and I think it's even possible that TerrOr will be able to defend it. Like, TerrOr pulled so many SCVs, but he is repairing very, very quickly. We can see that SCVs are doing a good job. Thank you, Mr. Veer, for the beats. And this is, even though that he will not kill TerrOr now, I think this is still pretty good damage. And TerrOr is, because TerrOr don't have money to repair those supplies. This is pretty funny, actually. I never thought about it, that you can be out of the money, so that's actually pretty funny. And Sziky was able to kill one SCV with this drone, so very nicely done. At the same time, Sziky rebuilt the drones. He is a little bit supply blocked now, but I'm expecting this overload to pop out in a second. Now he can try to maybe use those links to kill the X. Let's see if TerrOr will go for the factory or for the barracks. This drone will give him the scouting information. This is incredible for the Zerg. If you know that your opponent is going for the factory play that early, that's incredible. However, I don't know if he's seen this factory with the drone, but this early gas might suggest him that TerrOr might want to do it. And I'm not sure if the Goliaths will be there on time to defend the Mutas, because the Spire is already on the way. Maybe there will be a couple of Goliaths, maybe I feel like it will be maybe 3 Goliaths, but there will be, I think, 6 Mutas, so it will be very, very close. It's possible to try to support your Goliath with the bunker. Sziky sees that there are no blinking, no one is working in these barracks, so probably this will be Goliath's play from TerrOr. Pozdrowionka Sebweb. Yes, Artosis versus Pony will be just after this match. Ooh, TerrOr is trying to scout with this SCV. Look at this beautiful trick to try to move your SCV around. Beautifully done by our Terran player. He is adding the turrets with the good timing. Sziky going for free hatch, and third hatch is in the main base, which might indicate that he will want to be a little bit aggressive. We don't have any Goliaths. Is it stuck? I believe if you will click on the minerals in the main base, this SCV will be able to get through the sec, but maybe no. Maybe it's here forever just to repair this turret. This is the ultimate task. More turrets coming in from our Terran player, so he will be safe against those mutas. Seven is a magical number of mutas because you can one-shot SCV with them, so now Sziky will try to do a little bit of magic of his micro, try to snipe a couple SCVs. We also need to remember that TerrOr started with command center first, so even though that he lost a lot while repairing those supplies, he still has relatively good economy. Oh, this is a nice trick by TerrOr. He might try to run by to the main base of Sziky. Sziky didn't scout it. I don't know if he will scout it with this hatchery. It might be possible. This is... Okay, so it's scouted by this hatchery, so I think Sziky should know that this incoming vulture aggression is coming. Ooh! Going over here, taking a lot of damage, however, killing couple more SCVs is always good. Those mutas took a lot of damage, but none of them died. 6 HP and 3 HP. The vultures are getting closer. The Queen's Nest is on the way, and now this will be the revenge for all those SCVs, killing a lot of drones from Sziky. And a very nice harassment from TerrOr. This might get back into this game. However, I felt like he needed to kill a little bit more. There is still advantage for Sziky, in my opinion. Last one weapon is done. Ooh! we will see the switch. So this is a hybrid Terran. If you will not scout it, then it's pretty hard to play against it, because you are usually not teching to the lurkers, and you are not teching to the hive that early. So that might be pretty genius move from TerrOr. The only thing that he is missing is starport and going for the vessel, but he's just starting the refinery, so he should have additional income from the gas. The number of SCVs from TerrOr in the natural is relatively... Oh, it's not that low. I thought it's lower. I thought... Okay, so there is 12. Nice aggression from Sziky. There are 5 mutas over here. Those Goliaths are here just to scare the mutas away. Ooh, and you can see that Sziky is playing against mech. So he still thinks that this is a mech play. He's adding queens. This is a... It's not useless, but it's not going to have that big effect against... against Marines and Medic. Sziky still don't see... Okay, now he will see with the borrowed link that the Marines are moving out, and this would be weird because usually you are moving out with the... you are not moving out with the Marines, and now Sziky will realize, holy moly, what happened? How does Link die? There was a scan here? Okay, Sziky immediately adding bazillion Sunkens, and he definitely needs them. Like, I think he needs like 10. Cutting reinforcements is a great idea. This is 5 racks production. Sziky is trying to buy as much time as possible, but I don't think he will be able to deal with this huge army of TerrOr. The Goliaths might work as a tanks, and Marines can work as a damage dealers. There is nothing to defend this aggression. Sziky forgot about those 5 mutas. He still has them. He's building a lot of Sunkens. There is still pretty healthy amount of mutas left. So maybe Sziky will be able to hold it. The medics still have energy. The Goliaths are dealing great damage to the mutas, so it's not as easy to micro against Marines with those Goliaths over here. So TerrOr with the beautiful mind play is very close to get the first win for the team Terran. So I might have been wrong. Terrans might win 4 games, right? This is very powerful push. GG from Sziky, and Sziky was surprised with this beautiful tech switch from TerrOr, and we are having 2-1 score. So TerrOr is fighting back. Fighting back, nicely done. Now we're gonna have a map which I was missing. I was thinking about adding it in BSL14 even, because I was missing Circuit Breakers. I feel like we still have fighting spirit. I'm really like... I had too much fighting spirit in my life, and I don't like this map anymore. It's too boring. I mean, this is a good map, but I've seen too many games on fighting spirits, but Circuit Breakers is not around for a while, and I was really missing it. Mr. Apogeum joined the game and said pozdrawiam. Pozdrowienia dla Mr. Apogeum. So we have 2-1 score. I don't know if I was ready for such a long map name, but let's see. Let's get to the third game between Sziky and TerrOr right now. Let's say it's... Let's do it this way. Okay, so spawning on the bottom left location of Circuit Breakers, we are having Zerg from Hungary, Sziky, and his opponent is Super Gosu Terran player from Peru, TerrOr. So when everything looked so badly for TerrOr, when everyone's seen that he is almost there with 0-3 victory, he delivered the first victory for Team Terran and also did it in a beautiful way. Switched to the Marines and Medics, Sziky didn't expect it. Sziky played very good, did everything good. If only TerrOr would go forward with his mech, if he would add factories and build more Goliaths, more tanks, it would be much better for him. Okay. Let's see what will be the strategy of a choice for TerrOr, but it looks like it's going to be Command Center first again. Look at this mind play, guys. Like, would you expect Command Center again? Probably not, right? Oh, Artosis is saying that Fighting Spirit is not a good map. It's the worst map in any map pool. Yeah, we are not using Fighting Spirit for a while. What I'm saying, it's better map than, for example, I don't know, Nostalgia and Luna. It's, well, like, it has better balance. But yeah, I'm also, like, I don't know how to say it. I'm just puking when I'm seeing this map. I've seen it too many times. Like, I'm enjoying TerrOr ID. Yeah, this is ID created especially for Surprise Tournament, where I allowed my fantasy to work a little bit more with the map choices. In a cover, Katrina and Sparkle. No. I believe Artosis would still prefer to play StarCraft and Fighting Spirit than play Warcraft 3 and Overwatch. Nice micro from Sziky, but TerrOr is trying to abuse. Ooh, he was able to kill the SCV. Sziky is such a beast. TerrOr is trying to do everything which is possible in Terran Arsenal to get early advantage against Sziky. Also, guys, Sziky is practicing very hard and he's streaming every day, so I'm assuming that he's in very good form. If we will get big enough support, it would be great to build, to rent some house and do the practice for Africa Starleague for the foreigners. I already talked with some players and they are interested, so, and Sziky would be one of them who was interested in doing that, so definitely a player with huge potential, and we can see more links at that. So I believe those links are there only to to apply some pressure to not allow TerrOr to scout, but TerrOr was aware that the links were built, so he already sent an early SCV to scout. This third hatchery is relatively early. I wonder why he didn't go for it in the third expansion, probably for the defensive reasons. However, this is cross position, so it means that if Sziky would go for the third expansion, it would have to be here or here, usually, so that means that TerrOr would have a little bit closer path to it. And this SCV will confirm that those are mutas, that he should start building turrets. What's the timing? That the third hatchery is in the main base, so this is pretty important scouting for the Terran. Ooh! Hero SCV at the same time Sziky is applying some pressure on the SCVs. But he doesn't have tankers yet, so... However, the mutas are there on the right time, so maybe he will be able to micro out this army of TerrOr. Beautiful timing of the Sunken. Your 4 mutas is a magical number when Terran is using the steam. There is no range for those marines yet, I assume. Yes, the range is on the way, so that's much easier to micro against those marines. That's why Zergs are playing this 2-hatch style, because you have mutas on the moment when Terran still don't have range, so there is this timing window where you can apply pressure on TerrOr and then you can lower the amount of marines, so then Terran have a bigger problem with snowballing with them. Nice micro, very nice scans from nice maps 0. He scouted the hatchery in the perfect moment. Who will win, the wounded firebat or the healthy link? 8 HP left. TerrOr is trying to move out. I was missing those 2 circuit breakers bridges. Those are well designed. And you can see why they are open, because you can lift them, right? Why do you need to lift them in the space? Ooh, is it +1 weapon? No, +1 weapon will kick in a few seconds. Beautiful micro from Sziky. Also very good target fire from TerrOr. But now Sziky will be able to get rid of most of the bio, and TerrOr decided to go for relatively quick starport, so he skipped 1 barracks, which means that he will have a hard time rebuilding those marines. Maybe not hard, but harder time rebuilding those marines. +1 weapon is already done. Sziky is already having relatively healthy economy. Those links will have a little bit easier job to fight against the turrets when their marines are not supporting them. However, I think TerrOr was in a worse situation and worse position on Vermeer, and he was still able to get back to this game. And Sziky is applying more and more pressure. Now he's getting rid of the defense of Mr. TerrOr, so this might be the beginning of the end of our Peruvian king. Nice micro with this marine over here. However, Sziky is sending more and more reinforcements. Now he will kill the turrets, so he will be able to kill every single marine which will pop out of the barracks. So that was a beautifully executed by TerrOr, and Sziky is winning the second show match, which means that he's winning $50 as well as fame and pride and honor. So congratulations to Mr. Sziky. Let me just update the scores. We have 3-1 actually. So congratulations, and now we are having the cream of the... How to say it? Cream of the crop? I remember that Machine was saying something about it. We are having cherry on the cake from today's show matches. We are having Mr. Artosis, the biggest star of our StarCraft Good War community, playing against Mr. Bonnie, the guy who won the BSL 5 times and is considered the best foreigner in the world, along with Mr. DeWalt and Mr. Sziky. Hard to say, but Bonnie and DeWalt, they are competing to be one of the best. So let's go and let's wait for this show match. We will be back in 3 to 4 minutes. I will go to the toilet, I will get players ready, and we will be back with this amazing show match, so don't go anywhere, guys.